Right, so we're back after Die Pot Thursday, Friday. We'll not mention that, we'll forget about that one. And today is the Sunday video for the Storyteller Art Bat, and this month's theme, we'll be running into May with this one probably. So this theme is Opalescent. Now, Opalescent, I'm not going to make everything all shiny so it looks like it has that effect. I will do maybe with one of them. We'll cross that bridge, you know what I'm like when we come to it. But what I wanted to show you is the results of the dye session the other day. So remember I did the mixed grey pink gradient on the merino soybean. So there it is. So it does go, it has lighter patches, then it has darker patches down the bottom, and it goes into this purpley pink because the colours have bled, you see. So you end up with that colour, and then it goes in lighter, which is a really nice, quite pretty effect anyway. But it did go slightly wrong. It's not my best dye attempt. But everybody has disasters. Don't worry about it. It could all be down to just too much citric acid in the water, or your water balance is off, or maybe there's something in the actual wool that's turned it, or my heat was too high. So all different common denominators. So this is the green aquamarine that we did. So they started off with the 100% version, and then going through to the 80-20, and I think it was very roughly around about 25 to 70, and then a 15%. So you can see the difference of the gradient through that. So that, and we did it on Perendale, remember. Then we've got the light version of the violet. Okay, going through all those different variations. If you want the ratios, go check out the video that's on the site now. You can find it underneath the tab of April, May, Storyteller Bats, and the Die Pot ones on there. I do put the pictures in the category, so if you need to go and find them, they're all in their own months boxes. Okay, so there you go. That's the blue one as well in the variant tones. So I do have to confess something. Now, the other day though, when I was talking about the 1 to 100 milliliter ratios, I work with that all the time, but some may have noticed that I had more than 100 millilitres of water in there. Yes, I did. I was using that variable so your information could be taken into understanding what it was. If I was to start saying, right, I've got 500 millilitres of water here, I'm taking out 100 millilitres, it would have all started getting a bit too much. So I do use larger quantities from my dye tray. You will find yourself using larger quantities in your dye tray. You just amend and adjust that ratio. And at the end of the day, I'm working with 500 milliliter little pots, okay? And I'm using the same ratio. If I used 100 millilitres of and the same ratio, my dye stock would have come out even stronger. Okay, so just take that variable. You can I mean, if you've got 500 milliliter pots and that's what you work with because you need to bring up the water level in the dye pot tray, that's fine. It's not a problem. It's just to help you understand how professional dyers, and I suppose I am a professional dyer. I was rewatched it when I was editing the other day, and I'm like, professional dyers. Well, to a point I am, and I think what I was doing was it was in reference to all these big art yarn dyers. Because when I watch their videos, they've got these big tubs behind them. There's like liter of dye stock already made up in a solution. So that's how in my mind they're the big guns. I'm not. I'm just a diddly small batch dyer. They're dyeing huge amounts of yarn down in their cellars and their homes, like Autumn of Essence. If you ever watched hers, and she sells to shops and designers and stuff like that. So that's a completely different level for what I'm doing. I wish I could. I just haven't got the capability here, and I wish I could. I wish I had a cellar. If I had a cellar, I could do all that sort of stuff. Anyway, I digress. So what we're going to go with first is get the green out the way, because it's the most obnoxious colour that's on there. And what I think I might do is calm it down with some off-white. Okay, so I'm gonna calm this down with some off-white and just bring it down a notch or two. So this is going to get obviously split into a blend set so you can have it at home. So I'm going to put that in there, and I'm going to think about the blend set and the art bat while I'm weighing it out. Oh, and I have got this pretty stuff. It's got a hint of grey in there, it's got some white, and it's got some soft aqua aqua green. So I'm going to put some of this in here. I think we'll go with half. I don't want a lot of it. I might use it just for embellishing. So we've got that bit. Oh, and we've got a little bit down here. Split them. What else have we got? We've got some lovely Peely Wally mint green. Peely Wally. So I'm going to split that into two. Put that in my box for weighing out. Right, I'll put that back, otherwise it'll just end up annoying me. So I've got some of this cashmere left over, the faux cashmere. So I'm going to split this, and I'm going to put some of this in with my blend as well, so help bring the tone down again a little bit more. Now, out of the colours I dyed the other day, we've got the faux cashmere in that lovely aqua green. Do I want to add any more mint into that? Yeah, I will do. I'll add into the mint into that. And we have got the trilobal, but what I will do, because it's peach, shall I go with peach? No, I won't. I'm going to stick with a pearlescent, really lovely, very pretty, minty coloured, and it'll still have the sheen that we're looking for. So I think what I will add in, so you're looking at me clocking, so I have got this off-white Perendale. See if we can bring these numbers up more. That's at 100, 200, so it's roughly 100 each now, and I think we will stop at that and then just make some nice pretty little 100-gram batts. That's 220. So I'm quite happy with that weight amount as well. I'm just going to stick with that. I don't think I've got anything else in that can help enhance the colours that I've got in there. No, I'll leave that like that, and that should turn out really quite pretty. So we'll get all my gump out the way, and I will catch you in a minute, and we'll get these all separated out and then start blending. Okay, so we're going to take advantage of the sun while it's here. I've got some light in there. I don't want to put all the lights on. So we've got the cashmere. Now I'm going to do these in layers of 2 instead of my usual 3. So we've got the faux cashmere. I have got the merino that we took off, the minty merino. We have got the hand-dyed faux cashmere. We'll take that off. We've got the off-white, feels like Perendale. We've got the mixed grey merino with mint in there, and it's got some stellina in it as well. I've picked out some white Angelina. I've put it in with the blend set, and then I've gone rummaging through for a little bit of texture just to bring in an extra colour, which is the peachy colour that's on the picture, just to bring in a little bit of a different dimension. I thought the peachy colour is probably the best option, and then I've just split my roving in 2. Okay, so I'm going to start with my mint, no, my cream on the base with my mint. I'm going to take some of my mint, I'm going to put it to one side there, and then I'm going to start blending. So I'm going to use this mint as my base and spread it out along the bottom. And then I'm going to get my cream. And sit that along the bottom as well. And then I think I will come in with some of the dyed faux cashmere. I'm going to put that on the base, because I don't want it to, because I'm going to put in this vivid green on in a second, and I'm going to do it now. I don't want this to over embellish it. I want it to start calming down this green on top. So I've created my base layers, and now I'm putting the main colour on. Oh. You can see it gradually getting darker, more defined. There you go. That looks really pretty, doesn't it? So this aqua green, if you're interested in, is called Aquamarine. You can buy it as a kaleidoscope dye, and I buy mine. I've bought from her for ages. Is Siobhan's Siobhan Crafts. Oh dear. I'll try and find. You guys all know who I'm on about. She's from Warrington. Siobhan. Siobhan. Oh, do you know, it eludes me completely. I will look it up in a bit and I will give you the correct name. It was there for a minute and I lost it. It ran out my mouth. So next I'm going to go back in with my peppermint that I had left over, and I'm going to put that all across and start calming down the green a bit. Not that I don't like it, but I don't want it to be obnoxious, okay? I mean, you're still going to see it when you spin it, but it's going to be calmed down, a little bit tamed with everything else on top of it. So that's that mixed merino that I've put on there. I'm now going to add in some of this bamboo staple length, and I'm going to paste that all across the top. It's about enhancing a colour that's quite bold and in your face, and just bringing down a tone or two so it can be a bit more respectable. A bit more appealing, really, is what I'm looking for. Okay, so I'm taking some of my Crystal Angelinas. You can see the multicolours on it. Go on there, and then I'm going to get my faux cashmere and the undyed version, and I'm going to put that across there as well. There we go, and then we're going to repeat that. So again, get my length of green and reduce that down. I should bring it over a little bit more because the cream that I've got is not very wide. Get my cream, open it up. I think cream complements mint a lot more, these aqua colours. White's nice, and white next to mint makes it really bold and a statement, but I think cream's got this way of calming things down. So next, back into grabbing my long roving that I dyed. Oh, wrong way. Hold on a second, let me just pull that out. This side's the light side. Right, get my pack up and give that a... There we go. So which way did we go next? So we put this mint on last time, didn't we? There we go. And then we put this hand-dyed alpaca cashmere, faux cashmere on there next. Just give it another pack down. There we go. Then we put on this one, which is the multicoloured merino with stellina. Just pinks or greys in there, which I think grey looks fantastic with anything, especially these citric colours. Then my peachy coloured hand dyed bamboo staple length. There we go. Then split this and put my faux cashmere in. At the same time, grab some Angelina, chuck that over there, and then splay that out, and then I can comb it on, because I'm going to go around the back now. And actually, is that going to go? Yeah, it is. Start packing this down. There we go. That's the first batt done. So we have got a hand-dyed Perendale in a grading of aquamarine, blended with a merino stellina angelina, hand-dyed and undyed faux cashmere. I think that's it. Oh, and some hand-dyed bamboo staple length, which is just a lap waste from the processing system that just doesn't want to go in, whatever. Anyway, Joe, you're waffling now. So there we go. Just take that off there. Open this up for you, and then you can see. And remember, there is a blend set, so you can do this on your blending board and make some mini bats, just divide it up. But doesn't that look fantastic? Fold her over. This is 127 grams or 130 grams roundabout. The blend set is 103 grams, I think, all told. So you'll have one of each option. So this will be about £17, £18 on the shop. And there you go. So you can see the darker green and then it going into the Peely Wally version of it, and it looks really pretty. And I think that peach just makes it pop a little bit, gives it a little bit of character, a little bit of distinction, and a slight bit of tweedy texture when you're going to spin it. So this will be available in the shop in May, once we've got the other two out the way. Now I'm just going to give you a heads up. These videos, I'm going to be wearing all the same clothes, because I'm going to do the next two videos as well and have them ready to drop. So you've got this Sunday. Next Sunday I'm still here, but the Sunday after I'm not blending anything. So while I'm here as well, watch out for the Q&A. I'll put that up this week, because the week after I come back on my birthday week, so I'd like to get the Q&A filmed up for May, and it just gives me a bit of a break after my Will Fair up in Edinburgh. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that little bit of video. Really quite quick today, because it was a double layered. I didn't do my triple layer in the way that I normally do, but you've still got double layers, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 16 to 20, 24 different sections of colourway that is going on those, and it really is quite a lot quicker process than doing a three-way. But I'm going to do all of these as a two-way just to show you the effect, and actually it helps enhance that colour grading that you've done, because I think if I did it and split it as a three-way colour blend, i.e. you know how I normally do it, I strip that hand-dyed woven into 3 sections and then blending it through in stages, I think that look is then lost. So I want you to do it so you can enhance it, and it's still got that pearlescent sort of shiny glossy look from the faux cashmere in there. It has got a little bit of a sheen, then you've got the sparkle as well. So that's what we're going to be aiming for. It's not going to be completely truly opalescent, but we're going to enhance it with the colours that were on the palette. Okay, so take care for now, and I'll see you in the next video, part 2.